Today, I'm diving into 8 key aspects of female psychology that significantly influence attraction. These aren't just interesting insights, they're strategic advantages you can use to deepen connections and leave a lasting impression. Instead of merely listing these aspects, I'll break down how you can leverage them effectively. 1. The power of contrasting personalities. To truly capture a woman's attention, you need to be more than just one-dimensional. Women are naturally drawn to complexity and unpredictability in a man's personality. If you're always calm, composed, and reserved, surprise her with an adventurous or spontaneous side. This contrast creates intrigue and keeps her curious about what you'll do next. Imagine this. You're walking together on a pleasant afternoon when suddenly you start dancing to the background music. At first, she might be puzzled, but this unexpected shift in energy makes you more fascinating. A man who constantly reveals different facets of himself keeps a woman on her toes, making her crave more interactions. Predictability can make you seem uninteresting, while an unpredictable nature makes every moment exciting. Women enjoy the thrill of discovering something new about a man over time. If you always act the same way, she'll categorize you quickly and lose interest. But if you mix moments of depth with lightheartedness, seriousness with playfulness, and mystery with openness, she'll always be intrigued. This dynamic keeps her emotionally invested and thinking about you even when you're not around. Ultimately, the key is to keep her engaged by showcasing different layers of your personality at unexpected times. A man who can switch between different moods and personas naturally commands attention, making him irresistibly attractive. 2. Mentioning someone who looks different from her. Women are natural overthinkers, and you can use this to subtly spark attraction. A powerful way to make her more invested in you is to mention someone with a completely different look from hers during casual conversation. This isn't about making her jealous, but rather about planting a seed of curiosity. For instance, if she has dark hair, you could casually mention that you've always admired how striking blondes look. You're not making a direct comparison or implying that one is better than the other. You're simply sharing an observation. This small comment can trigger an internal dialogue where she starts wondering whether she matches your preferences, making her more conscious of your opinion. The key here is uncertainty. The moment she begins questioning whether she fits into your ideal type, she'll naturally think about you more often. Women are drawn to men who remain a bit of a mystery, and this tactic gently encourages her to keep you in her thoughts. She might not even realize why she's suddenly more invested, but her emotions will deepen as she tries to gauge where she stands with you. This approach isn't about creating insecurity, but about subtly maintaining her interest. The more she overthinks and analyzes your words, the more emotionally attached she becomes. When used correctly, this technique can keep her intrigued and make her work harder to stand out in your eyes. 3. Don't be afraid to criticize. Many men avoid criticizing women because they fear upsetting them. However, when done with kindness and respect, constructive criticism can actually deepen attraction. Women appreciate honesty, especially when it comes from a place of genuine care and high standards. For example, if she wears an outfit that doesn't flatter her or posts a picture that doesn't highlight her best features, it's okay to gently point it out. This doesn't mean being rude or overly critical. It's about offering subtle feedback that shows you're paying attention and that your compliments aren't just automatic. A woman values praise more when she knows it's coming from someone who isn't afraid to be honest. The key is balance. If you only criticize, she may see you as negative or controlling. But if you pair honest feedback with meaningful compliments, she'll see you as someone whose opinion genuinely matters. This makes your approval more valuable and, in turn, makes her seek it more actively. Women want to be with men who challenge them to grow, not those who simply agree with everything they do. When you show that you have high standards and that you're willing to communicate them, you instantly become more attractive. A man who isn't afraid to express his thoughts confidently stands out from the crowd. 4. Subtly highlight things she's not good at. And if you notice an area where she struggles, subtly bringing it to light can create a powerful psychological effect. This isn't about putting her down, but about sparking a desire within her to improve. For instance, if she's not a great cook, you could casually mention how much you admire women who can create amazing meals. You're not directly criticizing her, but your statement plants an idea. Over time, this can push her to become better in that area, not just to impress you, but because she'll start viewing it as something valuable. People are naturally inclined to seek approval from those they respect. By setting an unspoken standard, you make her more invested in proving herself to you. This subtle challenge can keep her engaged and thinking about ways to meet your expectations, deepening her emotional attachment. However, it's crucial to approach this with finesse. If you sound too direct, it may come off as judgmental. The key is to frame it as an observation rather than a demand. When done right, this tactic makes her see you as someone worth impressing, increasing her attraction toward you. 5. Share your own weaknesses. While it may seem counterintuitive, revealing your own flaws can actually strengthen your attractiveness. Women appreciate authenticity, and admitting your imperfections shows confidence. For example, if you're not a great dancer, laughing about it instead of trying to hide it makes you more relatable. Acknowledging weaknesses doesn't mean undermining yourself. It means owning who you are without insecurity. This vulnerability creates a sense of trust and connection because it shows you're not pretending to be perfect. Women find men attractive when they can admit their flaws while still exuding confidence. However, moderation is key. Sharing too many weaknesses can shift the balance and make you seem less capable. Instead, selectively reveal minor shortcomings in a way that humanizes you while maintaining your self-assured nature. By doing this, you remove the pressure of perfection, allowing her to feel more at ease with you. A man who can laugh at himself and embrace his flaws while still being strong and competent creates an irresistible mix of confidence and relatability. 6. Make her put effort into winning you over. A fundamental aspect of attraction is ensuring that a woman feels she has to earn your attention and approval. When everything is handed to her without effort, it loses value. This is why subtly encouraging her to invest in the relationship strengthens her emotional attachment to you. Rather than always being the one to initiate conversations, ask her thoughtful questions that require engagement. For instance, if you're passionate about philosophy, casually bring it up and see how she responds. If she expresses interest, it could be because she genuinely shares that passion, or she might be trying to impress you. If she doesn't know much about the topic but asks questions, she's showing curiosity, another sign of investment. This dynamic subtly shifts the balance of power in your favor. Instead of constantly seeking her validation, you create an environment where she feels the need to impress you. When a woman puts in effort, she subconsciously values the relationship more. The key is to make it a natural part of your interactions rather than a forced test. By maintaining a high standard for who you allow into your life, you communicate that your time and attention are valuable. This naturally makes you more desirable because women are drawn to men who challenge them rather than those who are too easily available. 7. Set clear boundaries. One of the most attractive qualities in a man is his ability to set and enforce boundaries. Women respect men who know what they will and won't tolerate, as it demonstrates self-respect and confidence. For example, if you dislike smoking and she lights up a cigarette, don't hesitate to express your disapproval. Instead of arguing, simply state that it's not something you're comfortable with. If she values you, she will take it into consideration. If she doesn't, then she's showing you that she's not the right match. Similarly, when making plans, don't always accommodate her preferences at the expense of your own. If she tries to test your boundaries by being late, making unreasonable demands, or behaving in a way that goes against your values, calmly but firmly address it. A man who allows his boundaries to be crossed quickly loses respect in a woman's eyes. Boundaries also extend to emotional availability. If you're always available and let her dictate the pace of the relationship, you may seem too easy to control. However, by setting expectations and holding her accountable, you position yourself as a strong, independent man who won't tolerate mistreatment. Women are instinctively drawn to men who establish clear rules for how they want to be treated. This doesn't mean being harsh or controlling. It's about knowing your worth and ensuring that anyone in your life respects it. 8. Let her know she's not the only one. Subtly reminding a woman that you have options can significantly increase her attraction to you. Women are naturally competitive, and when they realize a man is in demand, their desire for him intensifies. If she asks whether you're dating others, avoid giving a definitive yes or no. Instead, respond with playful confidence, saying something like, "There are a few interesting people I've been spending time with." This keeps a sense of mystery alive while subtly letting her know that she isn't the only woman interested in you. This approach works because women are naturally drawn to men with high social value. When they see that other women are interested in you, it validates your worth. This doesn't mean flaunting other women in front of her, but rather maintaining a subtle aura of desirability. However, balance is key. If you overplay this tactic, it can backfire and make you seem disloyal. The goal is to create a healthy level of competition that keeps her engaged, not to make her feel like she's being played. By maintaining an air of exclusivity, you position yourself as a man of value, someone who has options but is selective about who he chooses. This naturally makes her more eager to win your attention and solidify her place in your life. Understanding female psychology isn't about manipulation. It's about recognizing what naturally influences attraction and using it to build deeper, more meaningful connections. Women are drawn to men who challenge them, maintain mystery, and set high standards. When you embody these traits, you become someone she values, respects, and desires on a deeper level. The key is balance. You don't need to play mind games or pretend to be someone you're not. Instead, focus on being a man who is confident, independent, and intriguing. When you give her a reason to invest in you, she'll naturally feel more connected and attached. If you found this insight valuable, make sure to subscribe for more powerful strategies on psychology, relationships, and attraction. And remember, true confidence and self-respect will always set you apart. Stay sharp, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next one.